Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. 2 years ago I have made an episode number 1, regarding this plant. This is a plant of South Africa that is known as Tylecodon paniculatus. 2 years ago, I showed you the procedure of transplanting this from a smaller pot to this bonsai pot. Now, as you see, the diameter of this plant from this end all the way to other end is approximately close to 6 feet. And the thickness of the body of the trunk is about 5 to 6 inch. It is very wide and very strong, with lots of beautiful branches. And since this plant is the winter grower, and now all the branches start sprouting and they gotta follow with a beautiful red flower, I wanted to make a special video about some of the variety of this family, which it is on the other side of the house, and we are going to give you a little bit detail about this plant. Let's go to other table. This is some of the variety of this Tylecodon family, that they are very beautiful, and some of them is been adopted to become a bonsai, and some of it by nature are small, like this one, and they are very beautiful bonsai plant. Tylecodon technically is a member of the Crassulaceae family, and there are several varieties. In this video, we are going to only spend time to explain about 2 or 3 of them. The first one, as you saw, which there is more body structures here, and this one technically is the same shape that we're going to adopt it to become like the big one that you just saw, is called paniculatus. Tylecodon paniculatus has very beautiful shining leaves, and the skin is smooth, and then there is some time the skin is going to peel off. They are red flower, and they are very beautiful body that they can be put in the ground or in the pot. This particular variety, paniculatus, can be adapted to many different shapes, and also can be very beautiful bonsai. For example, if you cut these pieces off of this particular giant calyx form, they're gonna sprout again, and this is a piece of cutting that was adopted this way, that most of the branches are on one side, and the right side of the plant technically has no branches. So I have came up with the ideas to make this plant different shape, and in the future, as they made more branches, I'm going to repot them in a nice ceramic pot. And this is a very mixed shape that is very unusual. I love Tylecodon because it is very beautiful and adapted type of plant that you can make a nice shape. This variety is one of the very, very rare variety, Bacorzianas. I have made a video about it, episode number 68, and they are very gorgeous, has a very beautiful pink flower, and you have to remember that when they are blooming, they also become a seed. As you see, there is a lots of seed on the top of the plant, and the body of the plant has a special nice dots, black dots, that makes the plant very, very attractive. I'm going to pull it up for you to see it. They have a very nice, tiny green leaves, and since it's the winter, now is sprouting. During the winter time, as you see, is sprouting, and now this particular one has a lots of seed on it and very beautiful body with the tiny leaves. This one, only a portion of the plant started sprouting leaves. So as we go more deep into the winter, as they sprout more leaves on them. This particular variety, Bacorzianus, has a few different varieties. One of the varieties grows taller, and also the body is more pale. There is not much of the black dot on it, and they are smaller leaves. And this one has very big type of the black dot on it, a little bit larger, but they get very tall. And among all these varieties of the Bacorzianus, this variety that has a darker trunk, this one and this one, has a very beautiful pink flower. The next one in the chart is Velici or Veliki, Tylecodon Velici. This variety generally can grow very beautiful. They are in habitat in the area of Namogua land and Little Coral. They have a very skinny leaves, and the body is sort of rougher, but no needles. This particular variety, Velici, has a twin species that is known as Cuculioides. The only way you can find the differences between these two species, that when they are blooming, you see the flowers are sort of different looking. This variety of the Tylecodon is very nice. Sometimes the leaves get a little bit thicker, and that depends on the climate. They are among the very good bonsai shaped variety, and I have made also a video about this one that It gives you a little bit information about this plant that is among the rare video under title of the rare and exotic, which I post the number of the video. Here I like to explain for you something that is very, very important. This Tylecodon variety, as you look at the leaves, are very smooth and thick and shining, and it's very pointy. This particular one is similar to that, but has a lot of difference. Look at the leaves are fuzzy, but sometimes you don't notice it, and you may think that this one is Tylecodon, but it is not. This particular variety is different than this Tylecodon. This particular variety that has a fuzzy leaves is known as hertifolious, but the body, the trunk of the plant are the same. The leaves are different, very shiny, a little bit more round with the fuzz on it, and this Tylecodon does not have any fuzzy leaves. The Tylecodon, as I have said, is a very beautiful plant. Now, I want to give you a little bit tips about how to water them. Generally, since they are winter grower, they love to get water every 2 weeks. They are not necessarily interested on fertilization because they are sort of type of plant that they can grow the way they are, but I always fertilize them at least twice a year to make a better looking out of the body of the plant. During the winter, that is a winter grower, is good to give some diluted fertilization, which I always use 20-20-20. This genus has many different species that little by little I will make an episode every time, 1 or 2 or 3 of these families. It will be completely explained about the detail, name, and varieties. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I have to bring this to your attention that this family are a member of the larger family known as Crassula family or Crassulaceae. I have made 3 episodes about Crassula, episode 94, 95, and 97. They are not exactly the same plant, but the root of this family is related to that Crassula family. At the end, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know there is lots of complication, which little by little I explain for you in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please push the button, like my video, and share my video with your friends and relatives. Subscribe to our channel, please, and leave me a comment. I hope you are well. Until next video, thank you very much and have a wonderful day.